Hey man, what it is? This is Dame, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go the Cash App. Show your boys some love. Y'all know I was out last night. Show your boys some love. There go the PayPal at Dame by any means. Y'all see that little heart at the bottom of the video with that dollar sign? You know you can press that anytime your heart desires. Say it with me, y'all. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated, y'all. Was Jaron Ennis exposed? Did he overlook Karen? Is Jaron Ennis overrated? Well, here go my thoughts, y'all, about everything that I saw being in the building last night and what I think. We gonna start with Jaron Ennis. Philly showed up for him and they showed out, and I'm proud of my guy, proud of my city. Shout out to manager Marty, man. He's a real one. Shout out to manager Marty. He is a real one. I'ma just leave that there. That's my guy. Um, was Jaron Ennis exposed last night? No, absolutely not. I wholeheartedly know that he wasn't exposed because I know what his capabilities are, and he wasn't trying to do that last night. Jaron Ennis, I feel as though, was trying to appease the fans. He back in his hometown in Philly. He was going for a KO, and that's what happens in boxing when you go for a KO. You need to box, not look for the KO. Box and go get the KO. That's how it worked, man. Same stuff we was telling Kid Austin, same stuff we was telling Shakur Stevenson. Listen, man, same stuff we was telling David Morrell. When you go in there looking for a knockout, a lot of the times you don't get it. You got to stick to your fundamentals and box a man. And then that will, in turn, create a knockout. Because I wholeheartedly believe if Jaron Ennis would have been better at distance control, if he would have kept using his jab, if he would have been toying with him, he'd have been using his defense, he would have got the knockout. He would have caught Karen with something. Because, y'all, he could have got Karen out of there. See, he had Karen hurt early, and then he dropped him. But the problem was right after that, Jaron Ennis just wanted to turn into a brawler, into a slugger for no reason. For no reason at all. There was no reason he should have been doing that. He should have kept his distance, kept using his jab, let Karen go out there and swing wildly and catch him with something. It's the punches that you don't see that create knockouts. Jaron was frustrated last night. I think that he was trying to cater to the fans, and that's something you don't do. We already a fan of you, Boots. You don't need to cater to us. You need to go in there and do what you do, and in results of that, the crowd to go. I mean, listen, man, everybody was waiting to erupt. Everybody in that building was highly disappointed by that. But once that 12th round came, and we understood that it wasn't going to happen, because you know what Karen did, y'all? Karen was smart. Karen started holding excessively. I mean, excessively, so much so that in the 11th round, he got a point taken away because he was holding. I mean, he was just trying to survive. But where Karen was smart at, while he was holding, as soon as the exchange was over, he was catching Boots. With man, Boots got hit way too much. One thing Jaron Ennis did show me last night that was a super positive. He got a beard on him, though. Jaron Ennis got a beard on him. He got a chin. His foot placement was all over the place last night. I just feel as though that Jaron Ennis was rushing. He was rushing. He was eager. He was excited. He had anxiety. A bunch of different things that he didn't need for somebody at that level. And Karen showed that he better than what people thought he was. Y'all got to stop calling people nobodies. Karen been on the run to get this fight back to being a mandatory. That's the part that everybody's going to leave out, but not Dean. I truly feel as though I feel as though Jaron Ennis was overlooking Karen. Jaron Ennis was looking past Karen. He really didn't want to fight Karen. I don't think that he got up for Karen. I think he got up because he was happy that he was fighting in his hometown. But I do not think he got up for Karen at all. I think he was bored in there. I think he just wanted to put on the show, and He didn't want to have to go through everything. Y'all know when y'all got to do something and you done beat somebody, but you got to do it though. And it's something that you really don't want to do. So you be even more frustrated the third time you had to do it over the. It's like, prime example, y'all. You ever play the game and beat a board, but then the game cut off on you? And then it don't save. So now you got to go back to where you was. I truly feel like that's how Jaron Ennis was feeling in there. I could see it. He was clearly frustrated. It wasn't that he couldn't hurt Karen. It wasn't that Karen was just so good and Jaron Ennis' defense was just so bad that he was getting clipped. No, he was in there trying to slug it out to go look for the knockout. And when you do that, you drop your fundamentals. When you do that, you start getting eager. When you do that, you start pressing. And when you do that, that's when you get clipped with stuff. It happens every time we see a fighter do this. It happens every single time because the other guy's getting paid too. Karen is not a no. Forget what the fans say. Forget what the YouTube channel say. You're in there with Karen. Karen is not a cakewalk for nobody. Nobody at the 147 division is just going to walk through Karen. It's not going to work like that. I truly believe, y'all, Jaron Ennis would have stuck to his fundamentals, would have boxed him. Because he was boxing at first, that's how he got him hurt. But then when he stopped doing that and was just going for the KO, we see this all the time, y'all, when you get somebody hurt early in the fight and then you run and chase the knockout, and then sometimes it don't happen. Because one thing that happens is the guy starts holding, he start pressing, now he getting his win back. I knew what Karen was doing. Karen was trying to get his win back. He was trying to survive. And he did that. He accomplished that. Jaron Ennis could go, man, listen, I'm kind of happy that this happened because now it's going to humble Boots even more. Now I know Bozy was disappointed. I know Bozy was disappointed. So now I truly, if I one thing I know about Jaron Ennis, he gonna go in here and train harder and actually stick to the fundamentals more than ever this time. It wasn't his defense. It wasn't that, oh, this, I guarantee you, if you'd have put Bud Crawford in there or Mario Barrios or Stan Jonas or Virgil or Baccaram or Earl, he would have fought way better than that. He would have been much, much more disciplined in that because it wasn't a thing of ability. It was just, he was just going for the gusto. And you know how that go, y'all. When you playing ball, when you playing football, when you get frustrated, it just happens like that. It happens like that in boxing, and you can't let that happen. You got to be cool, calm, and collected in there. You got to remember that I got to stand on business. I got a job to do, and I think Jaron Ennis lost sight of that for a little bit. Absolutely. The big positive from this fight, though, y'all, I believe after that performance, now we're gonna get everybody to stop ducking him. I truly believe. I think if people didn't have the heart to do it before, they like, oh, I saw a little, I see a little crack in the door. Yeah, I'll take that Boots fight now. I truly believe it. I truly believe if Terence Crawford was watching that fight, Terence Crawford, I believe in Terence Crawford's heart. He believed he could get him out of there after watching that fight. I believe that Virgil and Mario Barrios and Montes Stanionis, because best believe everybody was watching. Oh, best believe all his contemporaries, they was watching. And I think they all gained a little heart after last night. They saw a little crack. And that's a positive for us in boxing because now we actually going to get to see. And then I think they walking right into a bear trap. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I think they walking right into a bear trap. So I'm it's bittersweet, y'all, to be honest, because I think it takes in a performance like that to get everybody to grow some cojones and actually go fight the man. I truly feel that way. I feel like people will stop ducking him now. I do. Now we gonna see. I'm not guaranteeing that at all. I will not be surprised if people still gonna duck him because I think Mario Barrios and Stan Jonas and a bunch of other guys, I think they know if he was fighting them, it would be much different. And just because, and like I said, y'all, Karen is better than what you think he is. You got to put that into play too. That's the other part that I cannot leave out. Got to see the man live. Karen is a lot better than you think. Karen got good footwork. Karen got nice combination punching. Karen got somewhat of a beard. I think that could be exposed in him. I think Karen got a lot of things that he could work on to actually, but I could definitely see Karen becoming a champion for sure. Karen could do it if he go back, because I think he was falling into the trap as well. I think there's a couple times he thought he had Boots hurt and he started exposing himself. And if he would have just continued to box and do what he was doing and actually just sit back and wait, give his height up a little bit, he could have got Boots out of there maybe. Because he was hitting Boots with some clean shots, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit up here and say I was impressed or anything, because I was not. I was not impressed by Jaron Ennis last night at all. Not even a little bit. Because I know his capabilities. I literally know he could have done way better than that. I literally know that he could have kept distance control. He could have been slipping and dodging and doing the things that because he was doing that early, but then he stopped. And then he just started to try to slug it out and become an inside fighter. Boots, why is you doing that right now, my God? Why is you doing that? For what? It's the 6th round. What is you doing that for? It's the 5th round. What is you doing that for, my God? Because he was trying to get him out of there. He was head hunting. You know, like I said, I don't think he got up for Karen, and that's Boots' fault. Because this is something you got to realize in boxing, man. This is nothing you play with. It ain't no looking past nobody. I don't care what the fans think of your opponent. Same thing with Kid Austin that we saw. You got to go in there and fight this guy. Period. He got a family and getting a paycheck too. And he got goals for himself as well. Karen, that excessive holding, I truly believe Karen was just doing that to survive. If he didn't excessively hold and they actually got into a war, into a fight like it was going, he was going to get knocked out. For sure, guaranteed 100%. He was going to get knocked out. And Karen Kukadajis, he understood that. So he did what he had to do to survive, and you can't be mad at him about that. He like, nah, Boots, you're going to go 24 rounds with me. My stock going to raise, even if my stock stay where it at, it's going to raise a little bit, but yours is going to drop playing with me. But now I think that a lot of people will not ducking from now on. They talking about him and Virgil. That's going to be a great fight because watch how many people start thinking Virgil got a chance. And that's the lovely thing about boxing because that give us content creators and us fans something to talk about. Because these YouTube streets going to be on fire today about this Jaron Ennis fight. I promise you that. And y'all, we going to talk about Bam Bam Rodriguez as well. I truly appreciate Bam coming to Philly, putting on the show, man. Bam showed up. He showed out. He's on a pound for pound list. I literally have nothing bad to say about Bam Bam Rodriguez. He gets his own video though. Y'all already know what this is though, right? Dame by any means. And I holla at y'all.